How about those birds, ladies and gentlemen? Let's fucking go.
2-0. 2-0. 2-0.
Yeah, smooth intelligence, lyrical rhyme element. MIC, yo, everything is straight pureness, everything real is right here. Faking no jacks, the flavor's real right here. Pureness, everything real is right here. Faking no jacks, the flavor's real right here.
Happy Thursday, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Birds, Beers, and BS here on the AT Sports Network. We are your host, Eagle Jeff Warner, alongside Peanut. And look, a lot to get into in a very short amount of time because let's say work sucks, I know, wherever the fuck that song that came from.
Damn, we starting off like that.
It's been a rough fucking couple of days, so.
He's coming in hot, y'all.
Pretty much. But look, the Philadelphia Eagles are 2-0 to start the 2023 season. I already gave my thoughts on the network. We'll get Peanut's thoughts. I'll chime in a little bit. Yeah. We'll also dive into the big, pivotal, undefeated matchup between the battle of the Philadelphia Eagles and the Buccaneers on Monday Night Football. Give you a little preview there. And also go around the rest of the NFL because, it's been a rough start to some teams and unfortunate start to some teams to start the 2023 campaign. Mm-hmm. But first, let's pay some bills here on the network. Let's thank our friends at Vinny's Pizza and Restaurant in Allentown. You can order them out by order takeout delivery at 610-395-2300 or Vinny's Pizza and vinny'spizzapa.com. You can also check out their specials, Monday, Thursday, and Sunday specials during football. 2 large pizzas, 20 wings, 20 wing special, large pizza, and large stromboli, and much more. Make sure to check them out. Again, vinny'spizzapa.com or 610-395-2300, located off the Iroquois Trail in the Old Town Shopping Center.
Yes, sir.
I'd like to thank our friends at Stuff to the Grills in Allentown, also off the Iroquois Trail in the Old Town Shopping Center. You can order by calling 484-274-6760 or visit StuffToTheGrills.com for their full menus and specials. Heads up, they will be closed this coming Saturday for a private event. So make sure also before ordering or before going to there, make sure to check their schedule, give them a call to make sure they're not closed for other obligations. But they're available for catering events, picnics. If you just want to buy some food for the office, look, our company, Hanson, that me and my wife work for, ordered a great spread of sandwiches, cookies, and salads, and all the good stuff for our office. So if you're looking to spice and lunch up for your coworkers, hit them up, StuffToTheGrills.com.
He works for Hanson.
I do.
Bop.
I do.
Bop.
Sure. Not that handsome. Thank you to also our friends at AllState Insurance Agency, Deborah Sigler. Sigler. I suck at pronouncing shit. Get a quote by calling
Debbie, dude.
Well, it has her name. There's tons of Debbies.
Okay.
So look, get a quote today by calling 610-395-6100. Look, they specialize in auto insurance, homeowners insurance, renters insurance, motorcycle insurance, flood insurance, and almost any insurance that you can think of. If you need it, Debbie and her team could be the ones to save you a boatload of money today. They did for Pina and Laura. So make sure to check them out and tell them that the AT Sports Network and the Birds, Beers, and BS crew sent you on over. And I still have to update this fucking little graphic here. But look, the Jets game is sold out. There's still availability for the Commanders game, October 29th, with Philly Sports Trip and AT Sports Network and the Birds, Beers, and BS crew. And the rest of the team here at AT Sports Network will be going down to Landover. Go to phillysportstrip.com. Look for Allentown if you want to leave from leaving from Iroquois or the Old Town Shopping Center off Iroquois Trail. Yeah. The deadline to buy tickets for this game is September 30th. That gives you a little bit over a week to buy your tickets, and after that, it is cut off. You get the ticket to the game. You get the bus transportation. You get the full tailgate with food and drink, and you get the party with Eagles Nation and get to watch the Eagles kick the Commander's ass. Hopefully, again, phillysportstrip.com. Check them out. And you get this cool-ass T-shirt. This is one for the Jets game. Well, I think they have one for the for the Commanders game as well.
When did you get that?
It just came in the mail.
Oh.
I have yours upstairs.
Okay, I'm just saying. You know,
I
it's
haven't
a
sent
dope
them.
ass shirt. Yeah.
But look, Pina, I know you haven't really been able to get a chance to discuss the start to this Eagles season. The Philadelphia Eagles are surprisingly a 2-0 undefeated football team.
Surprisingly?
Yes and no. Like, of course, the expectations were there.
Okay.
But the way they're winning these football games and the way the performances that they're putting out there, especially on the offensive side of football, you kind of expected a similar scenario from last season with with most of the offense coming back, that they would be winning a different way than what they're currently winning, and you would see a little bit more of, I wouldn't say blowouts, but a little bit. These games have been too close for comfort, especially for Eagles fans.
I like that. You said it best, man. Last year in Detroit, didn't we say the same thing? Wasn't it the same 2 weeks last year? Everyone said the same thing. It doesn't look right. They're just getting by. They're running the ball. I think this team is a locomotive. I really do. I think it's one of those things that develops a steam or momentum to the point where they're unstoppable. But right now we're at the beginning stages of it, and they're winning. They're just not winning the way you want them to win, the way I want them to win. And I think, honestly, at this point in the season, it's too early to determine like what's really gonna be happening throughout the whole season. Look, man, people get injured. It's a long season, it's a marathon, and I think maybe these coaches may be overthinking it, maybe not, but I think everyone's panicking a little too early, if you ask my opinion.
I would say people are panicking.
I'm sorry, not people, you.
I'm not panicking. I'm just trying to be realistic that this might not be as a dominant football team. Sorry, how should I word this? This team isn't living up to the potential of the dominance that they show that this team has put on paper. I feel.
Wait, the team didn't put anything on. What do you mean by put on paper?
On paper, this team has probably the most talented football team that this franchise has ever seen.
All right.
And the fact that we squeaked by a New England Patriots team being a 25-20.
Good defense.
The Minnesota Vikings 34-28.
Great offense.
Wasn't that great of an offense?
You single-handedly but you limited the Vikings from a win with arguably one of the greatest receivers in the NFL.
That wide receiver had over 175 yards. Kirk Cousins.
And you still won the game.
Kirk Cousins, because of unfortunate events that the Minnesota Vikings kicked themselves in the fucking foot and turned the football over too many times. The Eagles did not play a flawless football game in that game.
I know that. And my question to you is, how do you kick yourself in the foot?
Where the fuck is that?
What I'm saying is, like, look, we squeaked out a win versus a great defense and a pretty good offense.
Not a great defense.
Not a great defense.
If you say the New England Patriots
I would say not a bad defense.
They're not that great. They're not that great of a football team.
Well, you know what? Pull it up. You got your computer. Pull them up on the rankings right now.
There's a reason why.
I will apologize right now.
There's a reason why the Patriots are 0-2.
Mm-hmm.
For the first time since 2020. Dude, Mac Jones fucking torched us almost for a couple drives on that game.
All right, I want to see. Look, Jeffrey. Everyone thinks Jeffrey knows all the stats. He doesn't. He has a computer phone over here, and he has a computer that gives him all the stats. Let's pull it up and let's see where they're at. Let's see where they're at. And I will eat crow if they're not in the top 15.
Dude, Mac Jones had fucking
not that. I'm talking about the defense.
The defense isn't that great, dude. They have a rookie cornerback who had an interception. Matt Judon. Look, their defense isn't that great, bro. They're a young, inexperienced football team with a great head coach. The only reason anyone thinks the New England Patriots are a solid football team is because of their head coach is
Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
You know what, man? Come on, man. I think all right.
No, look,
I understand the argument. I just
you're overvaluing these victories.
No, I think you're undervaluing your team.
No.
I think. Look, if they win, all right. So if they rush for 300 yards and he doesn't pass for 100 or 200 yards, a lot of people are like, "Well,
there's going to come
there." And I don't think that's fair.
There's going to come a time if it wasn't for DeAndre Swift going off against the Minnesota Vikings for over 150, 170 yards, having a career day, we don't win that fucking football game.
How about number 6?
Yeah, Devontae fucking finally picked things up because of the
Yo, you're way too hard on these players sometimes.
No, I'm not, dude.
I get what you're
You
saying.
think this team is automatically a Super Bowl championship team?
No, I don't.
Because of them losing it last year. Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
You are not looking at the flaws that this team continues to have. And I'm not saying they can't overcome. It could just be a rusty start. And look, this team is still 2-0.
Right.
This team still has the ability to make a run and pick things up and make a change for the better. But this team has lived and died by the quarterback play. And Jalen Hurts has played, in my opinion, not up to the standards we expect from a franchise quarterback. He's missing wide open receivers.
Yeah.
He's missing throws.
Joe Burrow did. I don't see everyone talking about Joe Burrow.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I don't see that.
Everyone is ridiculing Joe Burrow.
I don't see that. Well, what I'm saying is
he's the highest paid quarterback
How many games has Joe Burrow won? Answer the question.
Dude, take the show. Take the show. I am sitting here. Take the show.
Answer the question, though. How many games has Joe Burrow won? Look, it doesn't matter how you win as long as you win the game. And I get where you're coming from, and I understand the argument of where you're coming from in this situation. I totally get it. I get it. And trust me, which brings us to the Hurts alert. As a matter of fact, I'll talk. You hold the Hurts alert. You put it where you think it should be right now. Oh, this should be interesting.
Can't believe you fucking tape shit.
This is our budget, man. Wow. Okay, hold on. So now the Hurts alert, we're between the blue and the yellow.
Yeah.
You think it went that far? Like the doomsday clock? Like it went that close?
A little bit closer to the blue. But
all right. Well, look, that's where it's at, folks.
The expectations are there, dude. He was an MVP candidate. You have quite possibly the best wide receiving tandem in all the National Football League.
True.
And look, it's not all Jalen Hurts. I will not put all the blame on Jalen Hurts. I'm not doing that here. A lot of it has to blame with Brian Johnson, offensive coordinator. I brought it up on our little post-game late show that we did Friday or Saturday, me and Johnny.
Good show, by the way. Shout out Johnny U.
Look, Brian Johnson, he's a rookie offensive coordinator out there. And the problem is, it's not like it's the first time he's working with Jalen Hurts. He was the quarterback's coach. He's worked with Jalen. You should know his strengths. You should know his weaknesses. And the fact that he's calling play, and I feel he's becoming way too conservative. The fact that they're running RPOs on 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9, thinking you're going to or run it on 3rd and 8 or 3rd and 9.
Right.
What kind of play calling is it when you have one of the most dynamic? You have possibly have one of the most dynamic offenses in NFL history.
All right.
And the fact that some of the play calling, some of the decision making, there's enough blame to go around. And I'm not saying this team is the worst team in the National Football League.
Right.
All I'm saying is there's a cause for concern with this team. This isn't the same football team from a year ago. And there's a lot of things they can improve upon. There's a lot of things they did good. And if it wasn't for the defense, and I brought up in our first show of the season.
Yes, you did.
That the difference maker for this upcoming season is the defense. The defense is going to make or break them when it comes to winning and losing football games. And so far this season, the defense has played extremely well, causing havoc. The one thing that I feel they need to improve on the defense side of football is hitting home. They're getting some pressure. They're getting some hits.
And they're getting turnovers.
But we're not seeing the results. We're not seeing the defense hit home and sack the quarterback as much as we saw, especially with the amount of talent that we have.
Okay, so hold on. Jeffrey's confused why we didn't get there. Meanwhile, we have two rookies in the set. Like, what the? Yeah, please play some of these comments, man. Like, I told you this was going to happen. I told you the transitioning from last year to this year with new coordinators, young players, you're going to have a couple weeks of sloppy play. But look, man, good teams can win in bad games. When they have bad games, I think, but I'm not cutting anyone slack. Like, look, if we get blown out because of those flaws, then at that point we can talk about it. Yeah. But if those flaws weren't the things that tipped the scale, then I think, honestly, we have to, at least for the first 3 weeks, have to attribute that to the lack of preseason, lack of reps, and lack of time on the field in real time. Now, to make your point, which I agree, if this continues at that point, then yeah, we have to address those situations. But I think thus far, given the circumstances, given the players, given the new offensive coordinator, new defensive coordinator, rookies on the defense, new system, not new system, but like a new defensive scheme. To be 2-0, like, what are you fucking complaining about?
Because it's against
Like,
inferior
it's on
opponents.
paper.
It's against inferior opponents. And look, they have transitioning a little bit. They have a tough challenge this coming Monday. They're against a surprisingly 2-0 Tampa Bay Buccaneers team. And this is a team that Baker Mayfield, he's found his groove. He's played extremely well to start the season, and everyone was worried about post Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Look, Baker Mayfield, I'm not saying he's Tom Brady, but he's filled those shoes quite well through the first 2 weeks of the season.
Yeah.
And
he's been adequate.
And I feel I don't think he's thrown an interception yet.
I know, but what I'm saying is he's doing exactly what they want him to do, and it's basically don't fuck up.
Well, they have a stellar and they have a strong defense right now. So far through the first 2 games, they kept both their opponents, the Vikings, who we played, Kirk Cousins, who we allowed 3 touchdowns, and Justin Fields. Granted, he's been a huge disappointment through the first start of the season. Keeping both those teams under 20 points, and I feel the Buccaneers are a team that we shouldn't.
No one's overlooking them. Nobody's overlooking.
Some people are.
Who?
Some people feel that it's a false 2-0. And when the hell's the last time the Eagles have ever won in fucking Tampa Bay? I think it was Nick Foles' rookie years. The last time we ever won in Tampa Bay.
That's a little scary.
The last time we were there, we got shellacked in the postseason, the wild card game against Tom Brady and them.
True.
And I feel this Bucs defense, they're one of their. It's going to be an interesting tax because I feel this team matches well against the Eagles' offense, especially with their strong run defense. They found ways to shut down opponents on the ground, which it's going to really. What's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know. I'm not in your brain.
Fuck you.
God damn it, dude. What I'm saying.
It's really gonna put a strong test to Brian Johnson and his game plan.
It's gonna make him actually have to think outside the box too. Because and mind you, if there's a passing game to be had, this is the game.
This is the game they need. They need the offense. Because I see this. Look, DeAndre Swift had a stellar game last week. Let's see what he does against this week. If he doesn't have the similar success, you're going to find this offense.
Do you think they even start him?
Yeah. After that game, there's no going back from DeAndre Swift.
I don't know. Maybe they might overthink it and put Penny in there or something.
They're not.
I hope
Penny's on. I feel is on his way out. Penny has not done enough to even get any snaps, let alone be active on the game day roster.
Watch Penny run for 180
yards. I'm always wrong, but
he's gonna light it up.
And this is a team that you can't get behind. You can't get down behind early. I'll say they have a lot of explosive players on the offensive side of football. They have Chris Evans. Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. Yeah. That 2 tandem with us losing Avonte Maddox for the season now. We're a little thin at the secondary, and our defense, as well as they played, which is why it's very critical getting after Baker Mayfield. But he has played very well, getting rid of the ball quickly this season, and taking away opponents' pass rush.
If Baker Mayfield gets rid of the ball quick, he's gonna dink and dunk his way to maybe a win. But honestly, like if you want my honest opinion, you throw some people in his face and put some pressure on him. I think honestly, this is the one game that I actually feel good about. I didn't feel good about the first 2 games. And mind you didn't see us for the last game because there was a whole bunch of shit going on. I'm sorry. I don't know how to explain it, but whatever. Who cares? Baker Mayfield, if you can get him out of his element and don't give him the time to scramble, honest to God, man, I'm not scared of this game at all. This is the one game like next couple of weeks that I'm not worried about.
I wish I was as confident as you, dude.
I said the same thing week 1. I was like, oh, I hope. But I feel like this defense is starting to come into its own. I feel like Bradbury's going to be back, if I'm not mistaken. So you have Bradbury there. You put some young guys in the situation where Maddox should have been, and you get those guys some playing time. And I feel like the more games you played, this offensive line is just going to get better and better. I don't think it's going to get any worse than what we've seen in week 1. And mind you, nobody blames the offensive line, but let's face it, like they haven't played to like what they're supposed to be playing at.
Mailata has played extremely well.
He has.
But I'll say when it comes to giving Hurts pressure, and it's also the play design. I'll say when you're constantly doing play action fake and like week 1, no one's scared of the play action fake because you're not running the fucking football.
Yeah. True.
Or you're not having success running the football.
You're not using,
or you're running play action fake on 3rd and long. Sorry, no one is falling for the play action fake.
True.
On 3rd and long.
True.
So
Except for whoever plays the Detroit Lions, because, man, golf knows how to sell it, man.
Pretty much.
God damn, son.
Around the NFL real quick. Look, I'd say a rough week for running backs.
Yeah.
Nick Chubb, prayers up to you, sir. Look, that was a gruesome injury. His season's definitely lost. Let's just hope
100%.
Let's just hope he can come back from that.
Yeah.
Two major knee injuries over the course of his career. It's gonna be difficult to come back to. Saquon Barkley, his timetable, he's already out for tonight's game, but he should be back within a couple of weeks. So fantasy owners, hopefully you have him out of your starting lineup because he is not playing tonight. As the last I saw, the 49ers are a 10.5-point favorite over the New York Giants, who saved their season last week. That was a crazy ass game. The Arizona Cardinals, they just need to fold it after an abysmal loss like that, blowing up 28-0 lead at one point.
Bro, they already know they're failing at it. And mind you, Phil, yeah, you're right. Big budget spent on that. My wife made that, so shame on you, Phil. Shame on you. But look, man, who expects the Cardinals to do anything this year? Do you?
Some people did if Kyler Murray stayed healthy, but he's missing the start of the season.
Yeah, I don't think. Look, man, they're not. There was that locker room. It wasn't like it was like fuck. We're up. Let's go down. Look, man.
So let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I have work to do. I have cleaning to do. I have so much fucking shit to do. Sunday night or Thursday night football comes on at 8.
That's
Remember,
right.
Prime only. So if you don't have Prime, you're shit out of luck. You're not watching tonight's game.
And I'm not giving you my fucking Prime. Wait.
Too many people already have your fucking Prime.
There's like 5 people on it, allegedly.
Sorry, Amazon. Hopefully you didn't hear that.
Allegedly.
Give us your prediction for Monday, even though you already sort of picked the Eagles, but give us a goddamn
I think it's going to be 37-14, man.
You're fucking crazy, bro.
Eagles. You
are fucking crazy.
I am not worried about this game one bit.
You're nuts.
I'm not scared.
I still have the Eagles pulling it off, but it's going to be a tough matchup for the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm hoping the offense, especially the passing game, can get things corrected and go into this game with the dominant performance, because this is a team that cannot win in shootouts. They have shown over the course of Sirianni and Jalen Hurts' tenure, them two together, they can't win games in shootouts. I'm hoping I'm wrong. I do have the Eagles. I feel the Eagles defense is just going to be a tiny bit better, and cause of that one key mistake that Baker Mayfield's going to cost the Buccaneers this football game. I'll give the Eagles the edge winning this one.
Don't say it.
I'll say 24-20.
Damn, that close?
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
I feel the Eagles don't cover.
It's not going to be close.
Well, I think last I saw, the Buccaneers were like a 5-point underdog or something for the in this game.
Yo, it's going to be a blowout. Trust me on this one, guys.
I don't think so. But,
I know stuff.
But again, thank you everyone for tuning in for another shitty fucking show as usual.
So what?
As we
There's only like 4 people watching anyway.
Yeah,
no one's going to believe them how shitty this show is.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But again, thank you to our sponsors here on AT Sports Network and the Birds, Beards, and BS. I'd like to thank our friends at Stuff to the Grills in Allentown, the Iroquois Trail, and the Old Town Shopping Center. Give them a call, pickup or delivery. They are closed this Saturday for a private event, so don't go or call on Saturday. But you can, where the hell is this? There it is. Call 484-274-6760 or visit stufftothegrills.com for their full menu and specials. Again, thank you to our friends at Vinny's Pizza and Restaurant. Order takeout delivery 610-395-2300 or vinnyspizzapa.com. And make sure to check out their specials. Monday, Thursday, and Sunday football specials are for you. Make sure to check them out. Hit them up for all your gaming and food needs. When it comes to watching game, throwing parties, hit them up.
Yeah, throw some parties.
Who else do we fucking have?
Whoa, easy. Who else do we freaking have?
Yeah, whatever.
We don't want to get canceled.
Whatever. Thank you to Deborah Sigler, Allstate Insurance Agency. Get a quote today by calling 610-395-6100. She can save you a buttload of money, her and her team. They saved Pina and Laura a decent amount of money on their auto insurance, but they do auto insurance, they do renters insurance, homeowners insurance, flood insurance, basically motorcycle insurance, basically any insurance, almost insurance. And can't speak fucking today. Almost any insurance you can think of, hit them up. They can help you today. They are located in the Iroquois Trail, off Iroquois Trail in the Old Town Shopping Center in Allentown as well.
Shout out Debbie.
Again, Philly Sports Trip, the game. The Jets game sold out. You can't get in that game anymore, so I apologize, but you can get in on the Commanders game, October 29th. The deadline for that, again, is September 30th. September 30th, if you're looking to go to Landover with us from Allentown, get the bus, get the ticket, get the buffet, or the tailgate.
Yeah, the
and
food.
You get the party with Eagles Nation.
Yeah.
Time to get on it. PhillySportsStrip.com. One affordable price. Get you all that and much, much more.
Definitely.
Plus, you get the party with me because I'm the only tool bag going on that fucking game.
He's going to be the only sober one on that bus on the way back.
Pretty much. What do we have here before we get the fuck out of here? Laurie was great. Well, yeah, sure. Whatever. Of course you're going to say that. Your husband's on the fucking show. But again, then every goddamn shitty show we do here on Birds, Beers, and Yes. Yeah, I'm a ray of fucking sunshine right now.
Yo, I showed up to him being like this. I'm sorry.
This week has fucking sucked. That's all I'm going to say. And every show here, hopefully we'll be a little bit more positive next week, talking hopefully an Eagles victory and this team starting the season 3-0.
Drink him if you got him.
Where the fuck's the video?
You're a prick, yo.
Support for AAT Sports Network is brought to you by Manscaped, who is the best in men's below-the-waist grooming. Their products are precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. Manscaped's Performance Package is the ultimate men's hygiene bundle. With this offer, you'll join over 8 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped. Enjoy 20% off and free worldwide shipping with the code AAT Sports. That is AAT Sports at manscaped.com. As a married man, I have been there. Personal grooming can be difficult and pretty painful. Luckily, the Performance Package 4.0 has arrived. And oh man, it is a game changer. Inside this package, you'll find their Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, the Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer, the Crop Preserver ball deodorant, the Crop Reviver toner, a pair of performance boxer briefs, and a travel bag to hold all of your new tools. First off, the Lawnmower 4.0. This thing is the future of grooming. Because this trimmer is waterproof, you can say goodbye to the mess. You thought that was good, but want to take your grooming game even further to the next level? The Performance Package 4.0 also includes the Weed Whacker nose and ear hair trimmer. The Weed Whacker is also waterproof and provides proprietary skin-safe technology which helps reduce nicks, snags, and tugs in those delicate nose holes. Their Crop Preserver ball deodorant and Crop Reviver ball toner will change the way you approach your hygiene routine. Trust me when I say this, fellas, your balls will be thankful. To top it all off, Manscaped even threw in 2 free gifts to their Performance Package 4.0, the Manscaped Boxers and the Shed Travel Bag. Bring your comfort in boxers to another level. So remember, get 20% off and free shipping with the code AAT Sports at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com and use code AAT Sports to support us. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped.